Hi, America. This is Jeff Cudney, and I am one American at large. Hey, I seen on there Fidel Castro died. And you know, when I was growing up, when I went to school here in California in America, I was taught how Fidel Castro was this terrorist that took over, went to Cuba and wiped out the government and killed everybody and put everybody in slavery and was the dictator of Cuba and was this terrible man. I heard that my whole life. And all the way up until I started looking into it a little bit. And from what I see, I learned from myself, Fidel Castro left Mexico. He 80 of his homeboys and he went over to Cuba because of the oppression that was going on over there. And the human misery that was happening under the current regime that was there. And Fidel Castro went over there and took over, and he chased homeboy out. And in over in Fidel Castro, he's such a terrible person over in Cuba. They got free health care, they got free school, you can go to college. Here in America, we export bombs. In Cuba, they export doctors. There's something not right. There's something, and I see these all around the world. In America, I see how they were celebrating the death of the dictator Fidel Castro, and even the Cubans here in America, the ones that ran from Cuba when Fidel Castro went in there and took over, the rich Cubans that were fleecing the country, that ran to grab their money and ran to America. They're the ones that are talking shit about Fidel Castro, not the Cubans in Cuba. If you look at the Cubans in Cuba, the ones on the street, the average Cubans walking down the street, they love that man. All over the world, they love that man. They say some of them say he was the best man in the world. He was the number one man in the world. He went over there and stopped all that. And, America, we say, oh, torture. No. America is the one that has Guantanamo Bay Prison in Cuba. That's where they torture people, because they can't do it here in America. CIA can't do it in America in these high max prisons. Well, I consider those solitary confinement torture. But anyway, the security housing units, the SHU units. But anyway, over there, that's why they got Guantanamo Bay, so we can torture people legally over in Cuba. It's not in our country. But Fidel, I think that, let me chalk this up to another lie my teachers told me in school. And with that being said, thank you for listening, America. I am one American at large. Have a nice day.